when he gets me in the sheets.
You know what? That's it! I'll put you in your place!
Come at me, bitch!
Hello, it's me again. I'm so sorry this video takes so long to put out. I was literally so fucking lazy. Every time I started the speed paint, I would literally just roll over and fall asleep. But I'm finally back due to extremely popular demand. Oh my god, it's so popular. But I won't make an intro too long, so here you guys go.
What the fuck wrong with you?
Time for our first girly, Kizana. This was the concept I drew for her. One of my main inspirations for even doing the Yandere Simulator redesign stuff was Ringguru, actually. Her art is gorgeous, and I loved her croissant drill concept for Kizana. So like the bitter hoe I am, I was scheming ways to one-up her, obviously. And I was just like, why don't I do a Monica ponytail, but make it drill? So I decided to do a croissant pony. I was gonna give her a pearl necklace, but in the end I just decided to make it her hair tie accessory. Also, can y'all fucking look at how many rose motifs she has on her profile? Rose, 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 rose. Like, oh my god. I definitely wanted to shrink the amount of times I popped up because that was just repetitive. So I only ended up keeping one rose and putting it where like the Academy Psycho logo would be, which would get her in a little bit of trouble, but since everyone always comes to see her in her classmates' plays, they just let it go. Speaking of her outfit, I like this concept of her bullying the sewing club leader, Kazu, into making her outfit more princess-like. Like, he sewed it to have puffy sleeves, added a rose, made the skirt a little shorter, and added some lace and stuff. I swapped out her uabakis for Mary Jane's too, because I thought she'd actually do that. And I placed her fucking stupid ass stockings with the fuck ass rose on them. With these 1800s looking ones, I don't fucking know. Also, I want to credit this wonderful artist, Tate Meow, for their wonderful redesign of Rarity. Wonderful. They were the inspiration for Kizana's bang and side pieces, so thank you. I even gave Kizana a little Rarity earring just to be cute, you know? I thought about the many illuminations there are and which one I wanted to do for her, but I decided on bullying to suicide because it seems really interesting. And I know you could argue that it's more fitting for the next rival, Oka, because her reputation is already fucking shit. It's in the fucking garbage. But it's more fun to rip off someone's confident side and watch them crumble into like a loser, fading out of being like popular and their popularity and stuff. Kind of like a you build me up, you break me down sort of thing. I wanted to do some more dynamic drawings for her too though. So I drew her crimping her hair in the morning, hoping Senpai would like it. I feel like the relationship would be her trying to impress him with her looks, but when he walks in, like, she just falls apart. And she doesn't know why she's feeling this way. No one's ever wooed her before like this, you know? On the top, she is getting self-conscious. The bullying has started. She gets lazy with her appearance, and she may start to let herself go. She wears like a cardigan over top. She only crimps like half of her hair instead of going all out. I tend to do that a lot when I'm lazy, chat. I want her to hold herself to older beauty standards as well. Like, she would hate BBL bodies. She follows older beauty trends like having thigh gaps and having a skinny figure and stuff. I think she'd probably be jealous of Oka's figure and try to model after her in secret while like brushing her off in public or like shaming her or whatever. I don't think she would bully in the same way Musume and her gang would, but she'd definitely be a my dad owns Roblox, 50 V-Bucks, no. Wait, that's the wrong game. But she would definitely be that type. I hope y'all like her edges, by the way. I don't know why the fuck I gave her those, but it looks cute. Maybe her inspo was like Betty Boop or something. As I was drawing, I thought about the rose on her uniform and I was like, I should add a gold diamond-studded K to her rose, and I actually think it looks nice. She definitely flaunts how rich she is. I drew her with like pimples on her face because of lack of skincare, added some makeup on her, and you know, added some thunder in the background because losing your popularity is clearly the end of the world. And I was finished. I totally forgot to add the lace, but it's here now, so. I forgot to mention that I changed up the design on her club leader armband. Instead of the white smiling and the black frowning, and I did this because of segregation. I did this because we're supposed to be helping Ayano, our evil protagonist, get what she wants, and she's eliminating like the good people in this situation, so by a technicality, evil wins or else it's game over, you know? So the dark side is happy while the light side is frowning.
Putting up with what? I can't talk to people. I am out of here. What?
time for our next rival, Oka. This is the concept that I drew for this emo hoe, and I think she's so cute. I traded her old hair for the 2007 emo hair instead, and it doesn't even take a genius to know why I swapped out her outfit because she looks so uncomfortable with the way her uniform is. Literally pulling down her skirt. Oh wait, because Yandere Dev thinks consent is a... Since I couldn't show off her little Spider-Man outfit off with her long skirt and her cardigan, I decided to turn the spider into a cute little hair clip instead. I gave her some depressing gray leg warmers as well. I decided to try a different pose this time around, so it's her just lifting up her skirt just a little bit, you know, trying to get the mud off of it, I guess, and like showing off her ankles, which would have gotten her head in the 1960s. I drew her crying about how Senpai is the only one who understands her and doesn't judge her, to which guys who stick up for bullying victims are wonderful. I'm not even fucking kidding, because it doesn't even seem like anything like those fucking demons would do in the first place. Teenage boys only care about themselves unless the girl that they're sticking up for looks like Bella Hadid, and then they can score because they can like fuck them or whatever. But Senpai sticks up for Oka because he likes her and he knows that the things that they're saying about her are not true. I drew her being electrocuted as the method of death, which was really fucking hard because I've never drawn someone being fried before, but I think I ended up making it work at some point. I kept the logo on her body, the Psycho Academy one, as the only identifying characteristic because that's the only thing the school sees, that she was a student of theirs, and the word is gonna spread that she was murdered at their elite school and not that she was a person with like hopes and dreams. I added some mud onto her clothing and made it dirty and scuffed. I'm thinking like the kids usually beat her ass if she comes to school the normal way, so she finds other ways of entering the school, albeit through dirty slum areas. Or they may just toss her textbooks into the mud and she just has to fish them out, so she's always late for class. I added some band-aids and a little patch onto her leg. I kind of wanted to make her a bit of a clumsy one. She definitely self-harmed with blades before Senpai came into her life. I think that would make the attachment to him even stronger if I'm honest. Like, oh, he's my guardian angel, and I could see a couple girls feeling that way. But fuck that noise, y'all. Literally look at my fucking book. Oh my god, I did such a great job on that. Like, this looked like a webtoon book, I'm serious, oh my god. And this is the finished product. The only thing I forgot was the emo smudge smoky eye, but I just added it, so yeah.
You know why you ain't going nowhere? Cause this is my money. You need this money.
Get out! Get out!
Talking about get out. No, stop. Get.
First of all,
I look good in this shirt. And second of all, I look good in this shirt. And third of all, I look good in this shirt. So tell me I don't look good in this.
And now, for Senpai. This is the concept I drew for him. I know y'all are just as confused as I am with how such an average man could get so many admirers. Like, what is going on in Japan that they just fall for the first guy that's nice to them? Also, some of the things that he does just doesn't make sense for how his character is. Cause look, he sees Ayano take a panty shot and he gets disgusted. You shouldn't be taking photos of other students in their undergarments without permission because that's perverse and could land you in jail. Okay, Senpai, that's nice to see you sticking up for things you believe in. You have morals and you stick to them. So why did he fall for a pedophile? Because by a technicality, isn't she a creep too? I know anyone can be groomed, but he was so self-aware when it came to Ayano, but now he's into this teacher whose hobby is seducing schoolboys. I decided to make him flirty and a little irresponsible when it comes to love. Like, he doesn't really think when he gets excited about something, he just doesn't. He's most likely to do something in childhood or like his teenage years that he will definitely regret when he comes to be an adult. I also decided to move the school logo and make it more prominent on his outfit. But let's talk about the way Ayano falls in love because this makes no sense. Mind you, in the opening cutscene, she just bumps into him and she falls in love. No words were exchanged. Have you never bumped into someone before? What happens if she's just chilling at Wendy's and reaches over to grab a fry and accidentally brushes hands with Christian? Was she gonna marry him then? Anyway. The backstory is that Senpai is one of those very handsome, charming, and unusually charismatic guys, which usually means A, they're a player, or B, they have a girlfriend that is straight from hell and get pissed the second you breathe near his ass, even if you didn't even know they were dating. But that'll remain a mystery. I wanted him to be a little unknowing about how sexy he is. Like, he could literally do anything in and then the girls will just be like, take me right here, right now. Him and Yanchan meet like this. Ayano is the new girl. As soon as she steps in to be introduced to her classmates, nobody likes her. She has a very aggressive and stiff aura even when she's happy. Her emo family condition causes her to have a resting bitch face. While at first the students kind of just like spread rumors and avoided her ass, it escalated to like pranking her on like her third day of school, and it works. When Ayano pushes open the door trying to get to class, the bucket spills water all over Ayano, leaving her drenched as all the students laugh at her. She looks up at the perpetrator, and here's where we're aware that she's not one to be messed with. She looks like she's about to snap and kill someone, but she doesn't even get a word out before she hears a booming voice in the back of the classroom, and when you know it, it's the popular boy on the rise, Taro Yamada. He steps in front of Ayano, asking if she's okay before turning back towards the bullies and reprimanding them. It's just a prank, don't be so serious, the leader says, and Taro responds with, that's not funny, dickbag. They tease him and ask him if he's in love with Ayano or something. Seeing that this makes Ayano a bit embarrassed and flustered, that's when they get into a physical fight and the teachers have to pull them off of each other. They both get sent to the office, and when Taro walks out and heads back to class, his friends ask him what happened. I believe they teased him about it too as well, but you know, that reminded him that Ayano was still out there cold and wet. He goes to check on her thinking she might be in the restroom, and he's right. She's in the girls' bathroom finishing up and changing and walking out of the stall. He runs up to her and comforts her about the recent incident. Everything he's doing to be friendly is just making her fall more in love with him. She stammers out that she is alright, and they walk back to class together. After that, they go about their days. Also, I've changed up some things about him and Osana a little bit. They met like mid-middle school, and they became friends, and that's kind of how long Osana had a crush on his ass. She gave him one of the charms that he has on his bag, a cat one, and he just put like a book charm up there. He's got away with words, William Shakespeare. Also, I know I said Osana would cringe at cat ears, but I drew her with cat ears in middle school, but I think that's why I want her to cringe at them in the first place, because she had like a little anime girl NECA face back then. Because her big secret is that she makes or has made a fan fiction of her favorite anime boy, so how about that?
Girl, what the fuck?
Additional sketches time! Here, I'm drawing Kizana forcing Senpai to play her lover in the screenplay she's doing for her school. She's completely arching that back and just being a dramatic little diva. Senpai's kind of just chilling, breaking character, and asking if this was the part where he kisses her and all that stuff. And I have a feeling that Kizana would just lie and say yes, only for her classmates just to be like, cut! Oh, she'd be mad as well. This next one is Senpai being a stud again and comforting Oka. Oka's warning him that he might be bullied too if he hangs out with her, but Senpai doesn't care. The only thing he really cares about in that moment is Oka, and I think that's really romantic. Now this last one is Ayano marrying the love of her life, obviously, without his consent though, because that's irrelevant. She really is her mother here, you know. They're both really pretty, to be honest. That's it, hands up, we're done. Thank you so much for watching this video. When I first posted these, I thought they'd get like 2 views, but I'm so happy for the people that liked, subscribed, and commented. I'll try and get part 3 out in due time if I don't die or something. But I'm so grateful for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Stream boy crazy.